Yeah, press the wrong thing. That's the record button. All right, let's start the show. Yo, welcome to another episode of the Cheatcoders podcast. My name is Raph. This is episode number 241.
240? No.
241. And I am here.
That one's recording now.
Yeah.
And I am here with my usual suspects, still wearing the bully jacket from the 1980s of a high school, ready to steal your lunch and steal your girl.
The bully jacket.
In his DeLorean and shit is Mr. Don doing stuff.
What's Don? Give me your money.
And all the way to my right,
Hey.
he doesn't need a jacket. He's got a jumper and still pulling the chicks, bro. Still pulling the cheeks,
Still.
bro.
Mr. Sepia hat.
Mr. Sepia hat, bro. You know, this hat is black. He just put a filter on that shit, and he just
Sepia.
making us go crazy with the branding. Is Mr. Garcia, Christian Garcia, Wild Thought. Hey. And we are here live at Common House Studio.
Yep.
We are here to provide you the weekly dose of the Filipinos and the Titos that you love the most. Give us a toast.
Still.
Hey.
Still.
We are made of steel, the man of steel.
Still.
Hey.
Still. He's got a bit of vocal fry in your voice right now, man.
Yeah, man. You know, it's called the voice-log because it's the frying of the voice.
He works best as well after you've eaten
Voice-log.
rice and egg.
Bro, that line that you said in the group chat when we were talking about like puns with a horizon, sneak peek for sometime in the future, hopefully. Like when you said that, bro, and you downplayed it, I loved it, bro. It was one of my favorites.
Which one was that?
Spam rice and egg.
Horizon egg, bro.
Horizon.
That's a pun and a half, bro. No one will know because no one's in a
That's a
group chat.
Filipino breakfast after a date with a Filipino chick.
Bro.
Her rice and egg.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bro. Yeah. I love Filipino breakfasts, bro.
Oh man. No,
I try to. Are you good at making your fried rice, bro? Like, are you?
No,
How do you rate your fried rice?
I really need to pay attention because I always have the heat way up too high on my pan. I need to pay attention to it because I'll be frying the rice, and I'd start by frying the garlic just a little bit to brown it up. If I'm not paying attention, that shit'll go black real quick, bro. Like it just gets burnt.
Sorry,
So I
all you need to
start
do
all
is
over
put some
again.
soy sauce on that shit, cover it up.
That's my problem. I
no.
put too much soy sauce. Fuck, this is salty as, bro.
I learned the
You
technique.
gotta add more rice.
I learned the technique of light soy sauce and dark soy sauce.
Yeah.
So I put in the light soy sauce in, and then I put the dark soy sauce. Not too much because that adds the coloring.
Aren't they the same color?
No, one's darker than the other. It's like me and you. You're like light soy sauce. And I am dark soy sauce.
So you're both salty as fuck.
And we're both salty as hell. They want more of you and less of me. So too much of me is a bit too salty.
But we're also Filipino.
I know, but we're all gonna be in that dish, bro. You know?
Yeah, I don't always put soy sauce in my fried rice. It's just garlic and then
I
just
use butter sometimes,
yeah.
man.
I love using butter, man. A friend of mine was like, are you trying to be French? Is that why? Because French use a lot of butter in their cooking.
okay.
Yeah.
Butter is life.
Butter. Butter.
But yeah, man, we are here. How are you guys feeling? Feeling mentally, bro?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, pretty
Not
good.
bad.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
How you feeling? Like lately, you've been up and down, but now we're in the upside of the roller coaster.
I think so. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't feeling great before. Feeling better because I'm starting to get back into an exercise routine.
Bro. I could tell because like
The exercise is what's doing it.
you dropped the big coat and you put in the bully jacket.
The bully jacket.
That's when I know.
Yeah, man. What the
You
fuck?
are feeling good.
Edward Cullen jacket.
That's it, bro.
Jesus.
Oh man.
It's from New York.
New York.
He's been slamming locker rooms and locker doors like.
I'll tell you what though. So,
Hey baby.
so there is an actual like a affliction or that something that people suffer from, and this is not a joke. I know that
this is Governor Don, so this is serious.
I know that Garcia premised his this is what people suffer from. It's called soggy Aussie syndrome, or soggy Aussie disorder, and it's a thing that mostly Australians experience when they go to a different country. So Australians that move to the UK, for instance, they grew up here in Australia where there's lots of sunlight. And there's lots of like chance for them to get vitamin D from the sun. They move over to the UK. It's overcast all the time. It's like dark most of the time, and they feel depressed. So they feel sad.
Physically, like it actually takes a toll.
Yeah, physically it takes a toll. And what they need to do is actually take more vitamin D. Fun fact. It's just colloquially called soggy Aussie disorder or soggy Aussie syndrome, but most of the time people get it, and I think it's also called seasonal depression, because I think I get it as well. Every time it's cold, I fucking hate it. I hate when it's cold.
That's because you gotta cover up your arms. It's like, fuck, man, let me fly, dude.
I don't get enough. Does
the weather
sunlight
dictate your mood?
Yeah,
is there the type of person that the weather dictates your mood?
Yeah, dude.
Not really. I mean, if I start the morning with like a cold shower, that pisses me off. Not really like, I don't know, man. I've never lived in a place like where there's no sun, kind of like
but
America.
you live in Sydney where it's like raining one day and then it's sunny the next.
I don't really like. I don't think it throws off my mood though.
Nah.
You know what? Like going back to Philippines where it's like humid all the time. That kind of like does something to you, just because it's like it feels like it's exhausting almost. It feels like you're swimming through the air. You know what I mean? Because it's so thick, bro. But generally, I don't know. I can't really say because I've never lived there as an adult. Like I was there on a holiday. When your mental state is a different thing when you know you're gonna go home.
Yeah.
You know? But
the like Singapore's worse. So the humidity is
because of the Singaporeans.
80. It's because of the humidity. 80-90% humidity.
The humans
every day. So it's like you're walking through soup. Every day, and there's the only solace that you get, the only break that you get from it is when you're under the air conditioning.
Yep.
And then even the air conditioning, you can't stay in air conditioning for too long because it just feels really artificial. But then you can't stay outside for too long because you're gonna turn into a puddle. It's
like
happen.
Two extremes, right?
Yeah.
It's either a really cold room or you're fucking sweating.
And
there's a Filipino version of the soggy Australian syndrome. I think I suffer from it. It's called the poggy Filipino syndrome.
PPS.
Man, I went from the Philippines to Australia.
Yeah,
and I feel more attractive.
It was the other way around for me. Fucking hell, man.
You guys back to the Philippines? He's a fucking celebrity, this guy.
Nah, not necessarily.
There's a guy with a sign that says beige
Bumble
hat.
works a lot more better. I think, I don't know, I've thought about that shit before as well. I don't think I feel more pogget over there. I feel like the options are different. Because over here, like if I go through a dating app or whatever, it's probably like 8 and 9 like white girls that to one Asian girl. You know what I mean? Whereas I'm in Phil's, it's like everybody's Asian. So I'm like, oh, dude, you just swipe and swipe, swipe.
Because your
numbers are like
your
way
preferences
different.
are
it's like you coming here and then you're trying to find a Filipino restaurant. Chances are slim.
Yeah,
you know, like you're gonna go through like Uber Eats, like, hey, no Filipino food. Like, where am I gonna eat? Type of thing. And then when you go to Philippines, everything's adobo. Everything's Filipino dishes, bro. Everything's got garlic in it.
You're looking at like, what's something that's not Filipino on this menu?
Like I've done that in Japan. It's like, oh, eating too much Japanese food. Let's go to Shake Shack.
I did that when I went to the Phil's recently with my girlfriend. She wanted to. She's not Filipino. She wanted to eat Filipino food all the time. And the first week in, I was sick of it. I was like, I don't want to eat Filipino food. I'm just gonna, I'll have a burger or something.
The Filipino foods guy doesn't want to eat Filipino food. Come on, man.
I had it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner like all the time, and I
He's
just
not
needed
wearing-
a break.
He's not wearing anything that's Filipino right now, so he
Oh
can
man, I'm
say
not wearing
that
my
shit.
Filipino.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You used to have a flag on your
He used to
head.
be patriotic about this shit, bro.
Sorry guys, sorry.
Now it's like, you know what? I don't want to eat Filipino foods.
Yeah.
wanna eat.
What food did you want to eat then?
I was having just burgers, just like fast food. You know, I might have been sick because I know that
They tricked you as well. It's like, what meat's this longanisa?
Yeah.
I might have been
Tricked
sick
me.
because I tend to eat fast food or like junk food when I'm feeling sick, but I wanted a burger. I didn't because she was like, oh, let's have bangos or let's have like sisig, and I'm like, that's nice. We've had it for like 5 days in a row now.
Yeah.
Let me have a burger or something, just something different.
Can the bangos vamos?
You know, vamos. You know what I noticed? Like with the family, right? Like, so your missus, she's not Filipino, fucking loves Filipino food.
Yeah,
Like just going off like yesterday's lunch and stuff, right?
yeah, yeah.
The same with, you know, Carl's missus.
Yeah.
She loves Filipino food too.
She's Korean.
Oh, I gotta find like, I gotta start going to these Filipino restaurants, bro. Like, like my other Asian goes, hey man, I see you like Filipino food. Have you seen this YouTube video from 2010?
No, you don't have to do that anymore, bro. You just go up to Instagram, check your reels. Just swipe about 3 times.
Is that Christian Garcia?
Swipe about 3 times.
When they see you on the phone and they put the phone down, you're like this.
So I hear you can't sing either.
Did I tell you?
Let's can't sing together.
Let's can't sing.
That's the worst, like in the shower and all.
Oh man, I told you about how somebody at the Foot Locker at Mount Druitt recognized. She was like, "Oh my God, you're from!
You
I
loved
watch
it.
your TikTok." Yeah, it
Felt young again.
It felt
Yeah.
good. It felt good. But then in my head, I'm just like, that's nice. Nice to meet you. This and that. And I'm like, do you guys have this in a size 5? I'm trying to buy shoes for my nephew. But it was nice. It was nice to be recognized,
All the listeners,
especially
out,
in your hometown.
all
Man.
the listeners out there, if you want to weird me out, just say hi. I listen to the podcast. I get weirded out instantly.
Raph is the most introverted one out of all of
I
us.
get weirded out instantly. I went
Give
to
him
my
a hug and shit.
Bro, I went to my IGA that I go to all the time, and then they're like, "Hi, Kuya, I listen to the
Like-
podcast." I'm like, I appreciate the support, and I walk off.
I am also surprisingly pretty introverted as well, but like Raph is on a whole other level of introverted.
Yeah, I'll find a way to smoke
He
while I'm out of there,
he
bro.
doesn't message back anyone on. He doesn't even like the.
I've been
on
trying.
Insta.
I've been trying. I'm like, ha ha ha.
Let's put a laugh emoji on that.
Oh man.
Bro, you know, last night, like on the way home, I had to stop by for groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
On the way out, you know, there's always a guy that, you know, like hovering around the self checkout. White dude. He was like, Mighty Ducks. And then I was thinking, you what? Nah, you don't fucking watch Cheatcoders.
You watch Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. You like the movie.
You don't know who I am.
You should have turned around when he goes Mighty Ducks, and you went Woolworths.
Yeah. Woolies brand.
Woolies.
Woolworths Group.
There
That's
you
an
go.
awesome company.
Yeah. Good, perceptive.
This is what happened to you
It was a
before,
white dude,
but
bro.
like some chicks were like, Tito Planet.
Yeah, at the pub
Tito
place.
Man.
Yeah. Tita man.
Tito Man.
Tito Man. But that was clear. This one was like, Mighty Ducks. And I was like, hang on.
Let me try and figure
You're a
this
white
out.
dude. I don't think, I don't know. I don't think.
But then again, a lot of white people like, you know, enjoy the culture, bro.
I mean, Sana's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend was the one that showed her our podcast.
Hey, shouts to you.
Shout out, Sana. We miss you, dude. We miss you.
Lucky.
Bunso.
Hey, so, like, I want to get into a segment. I want to get into my segment.
Oh shit!
Oi.
Hey,
I haven't even thought of a name for it, so I'm gonna make some stuff up. We're gonna call it.
Dad butt.
We're gonna call it thread tube.
Oh, yeah.
you
Oh, we did this last week.
We did this last
Yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah.
thread
Thread tube. So like
This is
I've
awesome.
been like, you know, trying to get the threads going on our end.
You call it thread tube. Because that's the YouTube Premium,
Yeah, it is.
right? Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
threads.
Yeah, that's right. YouTube Premium. That's what thread tube.
So the last ones that I was talking about on our threads were the most overrated Filipino foods and the most underrated Filipino foods. So I wanted to bring this into our discussion. But first, let's figure out what the people out there in the thread universe have been saying about the most overrated foods.
What y'all think?
What y'all think? And what I found is, by consensus of our followers that are on our threads, adobo is the most overrated Filipino dish.
Yeah.
Is it really?
That's what that's the consensus.
Been,
that's the consensus.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
So like my thread was unpopular opinion. Pancit is an overrated Filipino dish. What's the most overrated Filipino dish to you? And people have been saying, like, Nico Lee said adobo. And then there's one that was saying chicken adobo, pork adobo is, much, much better. And then there's another one that says lumpia. Lumpia was another one. I think the top three that people were saying was pancit, lumpia, and adobo.
Yeah.
I disagree with two of those being overrated.
Pancit's the one you don't like the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was like, shouts to Alj the goat, friend of the show. Adobo, fuck out of here with that basic ass bullshit.
Wow, Alex. Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
This isn't like, it's not like saying that the food is shit. It's saying that it's overrated.
It's overrated. It isn't like,
Yeah.
people, everyone's top three, somehow adobo fits into it. And then that becomes like, there's too many people are putting it on the top three.
I get what you mean. It's almost like saying like pulled pork, for instance, would be overrated. Like pulled pork is, or like a braised pork, right? Is overrated because it gets talked about a lot. It's usually on the menu for most things. And
I don't see the appeal. Just because you pulled that motherfucker apart doesn't make it nicer.
The Julius,
I have teeth, bro.
The Julie WS says rice is an overrated dish. I hate you,
bro. I don't know about that, man. I don't have to disagree with you.
You don't deserve rice,
mate. You struck a nerve there. You struck a nerve with these two,
bro.
Personally, I'm like, I'm okay. I'm not offended, but like that, you struck a very.
I love this thread because people are like, you can tell that people have been hiding this shit and been wanting to say this shit for a long time. Like Hoy Tommy Hoy says, hard agree on the pancit. Another overrated Filipino dish is ube anything. I fucking said it. Stop making ube variations of everything and calling it Filipino food.
Oh, mate.
Ooh, it's spicy.
Mate, those are fighting words.
Those
are fighting words.
Do you agree with that or not?
Ube anything? I love ube anything, bro.
I mean, if you ube something, right, but it doesn't necessarily, like, are you liking it because it's become ube flavor or?
No, I like ube flavor.
I do like the taste of it.
Yeah.
I do like the look of it as well. Like, if we're talking about something that is visually looking good and tastes good at the same time, ube is up there.
But yeah, I think making it for the sake of making it, just trying to like throw ube and whatever, the idea is kind of basic, but then ube itself only comes from the Philippines. So it makes sense that if you want to represent the Philippines, ube is going to be one of those things that you use. You know what I mean?
There's, enchiladas.
Yeah.
It's usually just butter, sugar, and bread.
And bread.
But then there's the purple one,
the
ube one. And I still like the original. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go buy the purple one just because it's ube. I can still be kind of like distincting, like, I guess more distinct with what I like, not just because there's an ube part of it, but I know. In saying that, we have a drink coming to Australia.
In saying that, we've got a ube cream liqueur that we'll be promoting.
Well, this one actually tastes good. Because you get a cream liqueur and it's like, oh, yeah, cool.
And
but
drink responsibly.
Like, oh, this is actually nice.
All right, there's
they would have heard it in the pre-roll.
Yeah.
Aldi Ald said, agree with pancit, especially when compared to noodle dishes from other Asian cultures. You realize pancit doesn't quite match up to most of them.
So my cousin said this yesterday. He doesn't like pancit, but he loves japchae. And japchae is like it's potato noodle. It's different from the rice noodle that is pancit. But yeah, I prefer japchae over the pancit as well.
You know, pancit's so bad that the plate doesn't even want to give it to you sometimes. You know, it gets stuck on the plate. And I'm like, okay, I'll listen to my plate. And I won't eat this pancit.
It kind of feels like the people that served you pancit probably made a shit.
Yeah, made shit
I've been
pancit.
served so
You know what
much
I mean?
pancit, it never changed my opinion.
I've always liked.
Probably like I need to go back home to see where it is, where it's at.
I've always liked the pancit as, it's almost, I would substitute rice with pancit. Because the pancit that I've enjoyed is the one that has more vegetables, the one that has more meat in it, like prawns and stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like the noodles itself is just it's not the main event. It's almost
of course.
It's
The topping.
yeah.
My Lola used to, like, whenever it was like someone's birthday or whatever, you know how it's a very Filipino thing when like somebody's birthday, you bring like a plate of food or whatever. My Lola used to always order. This is the pimp Lola. She used to order from a specific person, and it would be served on, you know, that round. It's like woven.
It's like a basket weave.
Yeah,
basket.
that weave, and then they'll put a banana leaf on there so that would be like the plate part,
Yeah.
and then it's, you know, the pancet's on top. But the thing's just covered with like baby squid, like baby octopus,
dude,
like prawns.
yeah.
It was so good, bro. That's why, like, I keep thinking when people start hating on, like, going, "Oh, the pancet's not that great," it's probably because you're getting the really shit ones.
Yeah. Because if it's just the noodles and like a little bit of like
Well,
the
this guy here has been getting the bad pancit.
There's a bunch of them that's been getting
Underscore Jean Bautista said pancit canto is ass. I'd rather eat actual ass.
I mean, that's a fetish, bro. So like
I'd eat
somebody
In the same plate?
Yeah. Get me a basket
A lot of
weave
people
and
are
some
saying
banana leaves.
a lot of people saying hello hello. A hello hello is overrated as well.
Some places are,
Yeah, some people
yeah,
like
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Some says hello hello. As a kid, I only liked the shaved ice and the evaporated milk. Gio Monjes says hello hello. I feel like the creators of the dish were desperately trying to one up every other Filipino dessert by putting all of them together with shaved ice.
You know what with halo halo.
Not wrong.
Because what I like, I'm comparing it to Korean dishes, right? Pabingsu, which is the shaved ice dish,
Yeah.
is usually ice cream or like yogurt, frozen yogurt, what we used to have with fruit on it. And I think of it similarly to pancit, where the ice is just the delivery system for the fruit and the ice cream or the yogurt in it. Similarly to halo halo, even though you kind of mix it up. You put whatever you want in there, man.
I love halo
Like you could
halo,
have
bro.
halo halo with just evaporated milk and shaved ice, and that's
You
halo
reckon
halo.
you can make a
like,
hot halo halo and put all the hot stuff in there, like lugao?
It would just turn into
a hot halo halo. Woo!
Hot lot.
With
hot
sinigang and
there's fried ice cream in it for some reason,
Prawn.
bro.
Bro, fried halo halo, because they got fried ice cream at the Thai
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Ooh, fried halo halo, bro.
Oh shit, we onto something.
That'd be awesome. Cause,
You know what we should
Yeah.
do? We should make it ube.
because it'll be that. It'll just be red beans. It'll be like the ube. It had the jackfruit,
I hate
plantain.
the beans.
All right,
bro.
we'll take the beans out. We'll just put it.
This is what makes it so taste like ass. Bro.
I'd rather eat that.
We'll take the beans out. Anyway, you take the ice cream and you've got all of the mixture stuff in it
Yeah.
on the ice cream. You freeze that and then you put breadcrumbs around it. Dunk it in like some egg wash, breadcrumbs again, and then put that into the deep fryer. That's deep fried halo halo, bro. That is deep fried.
I'm gonna need. I don't know. This sounds good in theory, but I need a practical.
Yeah,
sample.
We need a proof of concept for that one.
Fuck theory.
Anybody who wants to make that, the fried halo halo, just get all the ingredients that you wanted to mix it, put it inside some ice cream, freeze that ice cream, and then like put breadcrumbs around it, panko breadcrumbs if you want to, if you're really fancy. Chuck that into the deep fryer, boom.
Speaking of, I think when people come out with halo halo, like there's like shops around here. I think what's more important, like besides picking the
Toppings.
I guess, like what you're gonna add in there, you gotta know what it tastes like before like everything's melted, and then if it tastes nice after it's all together. You know what I mean? Because I think that's when people start going, yeah, this thing's shit, bro. Because by the time everything's melted, it's crap. Like all the
it's
stuff
all just
don't really
slush
mix
and
well.
it's just
Exactly.
With adobo being overrated, I get it, but adobo is the shit.
It's good, bro, but it can be overrated. You know, what I mean?
I can understand it. It's the John Cena of friggin' like Filipino foods. Like,
so some people say
everywhere.
Like Bella Porch is overrated, right? She's still pretty as
That's
fuck,
it, man. I still follow. You still follow, bro?
Oh my gosh, you don't even want to know,
bro.
Just give me a basket weave and some banana leaves.
There's a couple people
I'll fucking do it.
There's a couple people in the threads, bro, saying that lechon is overrated, bro. Do you agree with that? Lechon?
it can be.
Nah, I can't. I don't.
Is
think
it the fact because it's just friggin' roast pig type of thing?
Some places only do just like they get a pig, clean it up, roast it, and that's it. And then they'll probably base it with whatever
Milk.
No, like a soy sauce kind of mix, whatever, right? The place that we got our lechon yesterday, they'll put like lemongrass on the inside, like so it makes the lemon like actually taste nice. Whereas like other places, just you're really
Just
relying on
pig.
the sauce,
Yeah.
like what you dip it into. That I think that one's overrated. There's places that actually put in a lot of effort to making it flavorful.
Making a spit roast pig is bloody difficult, man. To make sure that it's all like the inside is juicy and flavorful, to make sure that the skin is crispy on the outside. That shit it's a skill, it's an art to be able to do that. So like I wouldn't think it's overrated because there's so much.
I get it because
goes
like
into
people probably put it on their favorites list and stuff, but I enjoy the lechon experience.
Yeah.
The whole experience of having a pig at home and then chopping it up, watching it just like, you know, it's an experience. It's not just food.
Sorry, vegetarians and vegans.
Bro. We started off with fucking adobo, so we good.
But the lechon thing too, it's like there's two levels to it, right? Because you're eating it, cool, and then not everybody's gonna finish the lechon. After that's done, lechon paksiw comes along,
bro.
Bam! Like
You know, like it's fucking
second coming.
So we
fucking
had
freezer, bro. Evolution, bro.
we had lunch, right? So Garcia and I were at my cousin's house. Had lunch. We were there from midday until 8 or 9 p.m. in the evening. So lunch turned into dinner. Lunch was the lechon, and then around about maybe 5, 6, 7 o'clock, that's when they started making lechon paksiw.
Yeah.
Oh man, we ate that pig again.
So just to start off, like say everybody's going to lunch at 1 o'clock. I'm late as always. Don calls me up and goes, "Hey, are you near a shop because they don't have mang tomas there?" And I'm thinking, how can you not have mang tomas, bro?
They had some, but they didn't have enough for the whole pig. For the whole pig.
So I went to the shop, made sure we got plenty, right?
Yeah.
And then when we got there, a lot of the lechon was already eaten. But I knew in my head, like, even if we don't use all of the bottles, we can turn it into lechon paksiw afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's always it's an all-purpose sauce.
100%. The only downside to lechon paksiw is like the black peppercorns.
That's like a lot of filo food with black pepper.
But that's experience.
It ruins
bro.
your day.
As long as you don't put
gotta
liver
fish
or
for it.
raisins and stuff. Black peppercorn, I could chill.
Raisins is overrated.
Raisins, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Liver, bro. And menudo, bro.
Whoever thought, you know what, this grape's fucking old as fuck, let me put it into some food. Whose idea was that?
Oh, this liver looks like pork. Let me just hide it in there.
It's a grape that didn't make it as a grape. It failed in life.
We always have this
Fuck, bro.
It's creative grape, bro.
Did it make it as wine? Did it make it as a grape? I guess it's gonna turn into a raisin.
If you make it there, you can make it anywhere. Fucking like raisins didn't make it anywhere, bro. So the fuck out of my food.
So let's flip the script. Let's go with the underrated stuff. So my thread said laing is underrated. That dish is fire.
Yeah.
What's your underrated Filipino dish,
laing.
bro? I love laing, bro.
What was the other one? What's the Tongan one? The
Lucipi
Lucipi.
from Tonga.
bro.
Bro. I think coconut milk dishes, like that being the base as the curry that we we use in Philippines.
Yeah, man.
That is underrated, bro.
Yeah.
Like
anything with coconut in it, bro.
man,
Lights my fire.
there's dishes there. I don't even know the name of it, but it's just the way Mum made it. Like even as a kid, just crabs and stuff. You or pumpkin and sitaw, like the string beans, cooked in a bit of coconut milk, chili in there.
Is that pinakbet? No.
No. But
What am I
like,
thinking of?
Man, it's so good, bro.
So we got a few
Vegetarian.
comments in the threads. One says Machado and Yahan manok. I think that's the one that you taste with the pineapples and the coconut
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the rice. That's what it was.
That was good.
That
Bro.
was
See,
really
that
nice.
had
Nice.
coconut milk in
Yeah,
it too.
And then someone says, "Don't pocket the bear." Says igado is a underrated dish. I love
Igado?
bro. Yeah,
What's
my,
that?
My parents make igado. It's kind of like. It's
Dumbledore's cousin.
Yeah, it is. To me, I could describe it as dinigoan without the pig's blood.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't have the pig's blood, but it has the vinegarish type of the vibe to it,
Yeah.
and the saucy type of vibe. It just doesn't have the pig's blood all over.
Have you
it.
heard of putting adobo? Like, so it's kind of like adobo, but without the soy sauce part.
Yeah, it's like a
very
white,
vinegary,
white
heavy,
adobo, yeah.
and that one's good too, bro. Kind of, it sounded like what you were describing.
And then like someone says isaw, tortang talong.
Tortang talong
That's
is the
Shivi's favorite.
best,
bro.
man.
Shivi loves. My wife, who's Indian, loves tortang talong.
I went to visit Siggy one time, and his mother-in-law was making tortang talong, and she was charring the eggplant on the stove, and like you just smell, like you can smell that, and that kind of primes you for the
Yeah.
oh man,
That
it's
smokiness.
amazing. It tasted amazing. Thanks,
Talong.
Tita.
What about tortang to short? Because not everybody's got a long one.
I got a short
It's
tongue.
miniature.
I got a short tongue. That was short.
At the short.
That's short.
That's short.
Someone says ampalaya and nilaga.
I like
corned beef,
ampalaya.
cabbage. I don't know if this is one thing. Nilaga with corned beef and cabbage. I think that, or
Corned beef in nilaga.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Or
I love that shit too.
I've never had nilaga with corned beef,
Yeah.
but nilaga sometimes has cabbage in it.
and it makes sense because nilaga is beef. Nilaga is probably like the top meat to put in it.
yeah.
So corned beef, maybe add a little.
Nice.
That's cool.
That'd be
Tinola, me POV says tinola for me is what sinigang is for everyone else,
Wow.
which I get because like tinola is like the Nas to sinigang's Jay-Z type of thing. Like so there's a certain fan base for that, but the mainstream loves sinigang type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You
The
might like the
sinigang
blueprint,
thing-
or you might like the Illmatic, whatever.
No, it depends on what your vibe is, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone's loving the laing, and then El Sison says laing and Bicol Express too.
Bicol Express is
Bro, I
my
love
favorite.
it. Oh, that has coconut
That's
as well.
coconut.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
coconut.
Bro, that
I
goes
love Bicol
express to my
Express.
stomach, bro.
Bicol Express yourself.
And then a lot of people are saying dinigoan because, like, dinigoan's the one. That dish is like love hate.
You don't like it, eh?
I don't like it. Bro.
I don't like it.
I like it, bro. Like,
2 out of 3 Cheatcoders don't like dinigoan.
Nats likes it.
I mean,
heard.
half
He told me.
He told you.
I mean, maybe I haven't tried a good dinagoan because my family has never made dinagoan. So
Is it the visual aspect that turns you off? Or is it the taste?
the taste, the metallic taste that I've always had.
Oh, okay. So I just kind of think,
And it's
because it might put someone off also knowing beforehand that it's blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My mom's made this dish before that's like, it's almost like adobong pusit, but she puts in the squid ink as well.
Yeah.
And it looks like because it's all just black, like it's just black liquid. That doesn't put me off. So the look of dinagoan doesn't necessarily put me off.
Yeah.
It's really the taste, like this irony kind of rusty
Fair enough.
taste that I feel in my mouth. And
Yeah, squid ink is like it's like the Uber of like places like Naples and shit.
yeah,
They'll put squid ink pasta.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
look appealing, but people fucking love it over there, man.
Yeah.
It's their dinogoan.
What else is an underrated dish? Underrated dish that like never makes it to the top 3 or top 5 even. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I think that like lumpia is underrated because
Well, what I mean,
because I think I feel like, and this is just in my mind, most people think that it's just kind of like the side dish. It's not the main. Because I love the lumpiang ubad, which is the.
I've had it as main dish. I had like a bowl with like all these small lumpia. I'm like eating like nuggets.
No, I'm talking about like the ubad, the
fresh one.
the fresh lumpia.
that one's
that one, yeah.
underrated.
That one's underrated.
Yeah, I'll have 4 of those.
Yeah, the one
bro,
that you put
straight
the
up.
sauce on top of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The garlic sauce, bruh. The garlic gravy, bruh. That
It's-
stuff
but it's
is
sweet
amazing.
though. Like, oh man,
And I love the lumpiang ubad when I was trying to like give up rice and not eat too much of the fried stuff,
Yeah.
because that was perfect.
Is that like
It
a
was-
deconstructed lumpia?
That's a deconstructed. It's just a crepe with with vegetables all over it and
Yeah.
meat. That's all it was.
Because like, isn't ubad like take off your clothes or something like that?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but they call
ubad.
it ubad.
It's just
naked. It's naked lumpia.
It's
That-
like the
that ubad.
naked burrito and shit.
You got it. You got it. Ubad.
The what do you call it? The normal spring rolls and stuff. The fried one.
Fried lumpia.
You know what makes it? A lot of the times you go Filipino parties is that someone brings them along, not necessarily have the good ones with meat in it. But then that same party, someone's brought like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Because it just goes hand in hand, like
'Cause
Filipino
chicken.
parties, chicken.
Yeah.
Someone's got gravy, bro. Dip the lumpia in the gravy, and it savors it. You know what I mean? Like instead of using that sweet chili thingo, dip it in the gravy.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. It's a life hack.
Yeah, man.
It's a life hack.
Just KFC gravy is just so good. It goes with a lot of things.
Yeah. That's what we were using before you rocked up with the lechon sauce.
Yeah, I saw.
It was
Yeah.
the gravy.
Man,
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure Colonel Sanders was
Filipino.
Filipino.
Cornell,
Yeah.
Cornel Sanders.
Cornell Sandos,
Sandos. Yeah, that's why.
Cornel Sando.
Sando. Cornell
This guy had
Sando.
a singlet everywhere I went. A singlet and a tie.
Who's that? Cornell.
Where his chicken is just like, it's not fully fried. So it's like, it's still KFC. It's kulang fried chicken.
He started one in the Philippines, but he called it KPC.
He just loved the state. He had a lot of pride.
Yeah.
But he created a chicken out of it. It was a Kentucky Pride Chicken.
Yeah.
Fried chicken. Oh, man.
Cornell.
Oh, dude. It was...
Cornell Sando.
Kuya Nel, bro. That was his name.
Kuya Nel Sando.
And someone said, Colonel. Yeah.
Kuya Nel.
Kuya Nel.
Kuya Nel.
Kuya Nel.
Oi, Kuya Nel. Pengen chicken, please.
Let's change history.
KFC.
History is
KFC.
written by the victor.
Man, I'm pretty sure like Filipinos would eat KFC so much it would turn into OBDC.
Oh, man. OBCD.
OBDC.
That's the place next to BGC.
Yeah.
You know me.
BGC. Shit joke for the week. Bam.
Bro. All right, let's get to a segment.
That's what he-
Let's
get
go.
to a segment, guys.
Oh, man. What was I? Oh, yeah, dick jokes. No. I think it was like almost a year ago, we kind of proven a theory, right, where if you were measuring pants and there's no change room,
You put it around your
or
neck.
if there's a fucking snake in the fitting room, you do that just wherever you are. You stay out in the open,
Tuklaw.
put it on your neck, and it's like it fits.
So the tukla won't get you.
Yeah, bro. And you know, there's body ratios. I don't know if you guys know this, but we used to hear about this like back in like school and stuff. Like your forearms is the same length as your foot, and also like your earlobes. Apparently, it's like the same width as your nipples. I don't know why this is useful, but Apparently, it is like where
In case you need tassels on your nipples.
maybe if you're trying to measure, like, the floury shit that you put on the barong. Yeah. You don't want to measure that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, I need a bigger flag.
My earlobes are big as fuck.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Taylor. Can you?
I'm gonna need you to turn to your left.
My earlobes are pretty big. Can you?
My earlobes are dark as fuck.
What about the people that get like the spaces in their
I can
earlobes?
imagine you just checking out girls by their earlobes. Like,
If it's just a profile photo, you're like, oh,
hello.
hang on.
Goodness.
It's like the grey tracksuit for guys.
Let me get a ruler.
This is some interestingly large earlobes. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. No, but the reason I bring that up is because your Pototoy is also, there's a body ratio to, because I was shopping around for a prophylactic recently, right?
Right.
And you never know with these things if it's going to fit properly. And I didn't want to go to a change room and go try it on. Your thumb, the width of your thumb is like it's like the waist and the neck thing. So I had to take one out and then wrap it around my thumb to see if it would fit. And
What?
kind of like what you do with your pants in the neck? You take out
So you wrap the circumference of the thing around
half of it. So you kind of like hold it like your pants, like you flatten it out, put it around your thumb, and see if it would.
What are we measuring again?
Your potato.
the width of your your potato toy.
So the Trojan, it wrapped around twice on my thing, and I was like, oh, that's way too much. This one's an extra large. This one.
Oh man.
Imagine, so if like, imagine trying to hitchhike like this. If people are driving, it's like, nah, too small. Drive past.
Oh no!
Too small, guys.
No. They stop and then they take a condom and then they wrap it around. And they go, nah. Not a good fit. Not a
It's
good
not
fit.
gonna fit. It's like Cinderella.
The glass condom.
And then you run a glass condom. Ooh.
Could you imagine, dude? Like some dude running away, and then he drops his
Before
used
midnight?
rubber, yeah. And then this chick's trying to find him, just going like, "Hey, man, I need to find out who the daddy is." And then she's running around town with a rubber, like putting it around people's thumbs and shit.
This is R-rated Disney. That's what this is. Oh man. Oh no.
What did you call it? Pototoy.
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 Yeah, Pototoy.
Because Totoy means
Sounds like
little
a wooden,
boy.
It sounds like a wooden boy.
Because yeah. Totoy, I found out.
And every time you lie, the pototoy goes bigger.
This is what I found out. The the thumb goes bigger. This is what I found out. I thought my family were the only ones that said pototoy and like totoy as a euphemism for penis. But totoy actually means little boy, which makes sense to call it
It's my little boy.
my little boy, my junior.
I mean, he's a big boy now. Just saying. It's just a toy.
Man.
I've heard one of my uncles call it my junior.
Oi, JR. Oi, JR. Show him that thing you do.
Junior. Oh, God.
Sample, huh?
If only he was that easy. Go and show him.
Sample.
Sample.
Show them, junior.
Sample.
That'll put me on so much, bro.
Sample. And you're just like,
Just-
dun.
Just like as a kid, right? I'll be like, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, he gets turned off.
They want it too much.
They even brought my uncle here. Show him that thing you do.
Show your tito.
Show
Show your tito, your junior.
The whole family's watching.
Ugh. Ugh. Oh no. Ugh.
You're junior.
And you think about it, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to try it. You're like, nah, bro. You bail out as soon as you get it. Oh, man. Life of Pototoy.
Oh no.
Like, yeah.
Did you ever get this? I'm just comparing it to my childhood. When my aunties and uncles wanted us to dance, or like just start singing or do something, perform, they were like, "We'll give you money." Like, imagine, like,
Yeah, bro,
show us your
bribes,
pototoy,
man.
give you money.
Wait,
Oh,
what? Show us your pototoy for money? What are you talking about, Don?
I'm talking about this sample.
Oh, okay.
Sample.
I was like, because you were talking about your childhood, and I'm like, dude, what are you?
I'm talking about his fucking sample.
Your parents? Come on, man. I'm sure your parents didn't tell you to do that.
No, they didn't, bro. No, they did not.
They got Ken to do that.
Put the pototoy away.
Make sure you put your pototoys away.
I seen a
Your pototoys are on the floor again.
Pototoy story when you're out and about.
story.
It comes alive.
And then as soon as someone sees, it's like, and his mom's coming. Potato story. Oh shit!
One potato is like, my name is Buzz Lightyear. I'm here to save the universe.
And my name is Woody.
And he's like, you're just a potato.
I'm Woody and I'm a Buzz Lightyear. I'm a vibrator.
Potato story.
Because it comes alive when you least expect it to come alive.
No. Oh my god. Oh fuck.
You're just a potato. To the Philippines and beyond.
Filipinos and beyond.
Tagapinas and beyond.
Pinas and beyond.
Oh, dude.
Oh, bro. Pototoy story. Watch that, bro. Gonna have some tearjerkers over there.
Yeah, no, Potato Story 3 is like, ooh.
It's gonna make you cry, that one.
There's a whole bunch of them holding hands.
About to be on fire.
Isn't it like
It's a gangbang.
there's a really interesting one where like the two pototoys get stuck inside the vending machine,
Yeah.
and there's a whole bunch of those aliens going, whoa, the claw, and they're trying to get grabbed by the claw.
Yeah.
Bro, that was an interesting scene.
That's
that
the doctor about to do it. Oh, it's a claw. No, it's a pair of scissors, you idiot.
They're like, sample, 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 sample.
Wow.
Oh man, the pototoy story. Oh my lord.
Andy's mom's coming.
And then you got the slinky one, the slinky dog.
The slinky one.
You know the one that you put like body parts on the face? Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Pototoy.
Next to Mrs. Potato Head somehow. There's a female one. And then they never could figure out where the clip goes. It's at the bottom somewhere, right?
Fucking Mr. Pototoy.
Right, he's the biggest potato.
I'm just mad I didn't think of that, man.
Mr. Pototoy. Oh my god.
It was right there. Potato toy. Oh man.
Potato Head. It's weird.
Oh man.
If you said Potato Head to someone without context,
Especially to a Filipino, they'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
just the tip.
It was really interesting when Andy had to give his pototoys away.
You got a friend in you. You got a little friend in you.
You're a junior.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, kids. Sorry.
It was an alley-oop, bro. Lead character's Woody, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Buzz. Oh
I got a
my
snake in my
gosh.
boot.
Gosh.
I got a snake in my breath.
Snake in my breath. I got a snake in my breath.
I'm thinking of a fucking porn parody now. Because it'd be like, normally it'd be like they'd be talking around and go, Andy's mum's coming in, and they fall dead. But then the other way is like, Andy's mum's coming. Fuck, we're doing something right.
Oh man,
Buzz, keep doing your thing.
Oh no,
Karate chops and shit.
Karate chop.
correct. Yes, pressing the button.
This is not
dude.
fun for me.
Was there more to your like ratio story?
No, that was
Because
really
we
it, bro.
derailed it, bro.
No, man, this is it. I just figured, like, if someone's looking to shop around, you don't want to go find a change room.
It's not like you can.
Use your thumb, bro.
It's not like you can wrap it on, like pull it out of the thing and then wrap it around.
No. If you were like, say, at I don't know, pharmacy or whatever, it's a much easier to pull one out of the packet, put it around your thumb,
That's true.
than go look for a quiet corner. Oh man, let me get this going. See if it actually fits, bro.
Quiet corner.
This is erect all the time.
Oh man. Oh
This will never betray you, your thumb.
Oh dude.
Moral of the story of Pototoy story is that the Pototoys will all stick together, bro.
To the very end.
Till the very end. If you get kidnapped, the Pototoys will save your Pototoy ass, bro.
You'll be stuck in the back of the car too, dangling.
I'm done.
Back of a truck. That's why it's in the
Have
back
you seen
of a Jeep.
people do that? They've got like
Yeah.
they'll have it's like a toy of Buzz and Woody hanging
They're
off the
hanging
back.
on each other's arms, right?
Off the back of the truck. But then also, what I've seen here in Australia is somebody has like looks like ball sack,
Yeah,
like a metallic
yeah,
ball
yeah,
sack
yeah.
that'll hang off the back of the
My
car.
workmate had that in his truck, man.
It's like why?
Car's got balls.
Metallic balls.
Metallic ball rules.
It looks good. Well, Doyle rules.
Got some scrot.
Ay, nako.
Ah, man. That's good.
Ay, Nakornikova.
I haven't laughed in a while.
My stomach hurts from that.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
All right, let's get to the...
Tortoy story.
Dawn, white Hungarian salami.
Yes. So
You got a PowerPoint presentation
Yeah,
ready?
I brought my little laptop here because
welcome, friend.
I wanted to talk about. We all know, well, most people know that one of the national heroes of the Philippines is Jose Rizal,
Yeah.
right? And I think he was, according to a little bit about him, he was a Filipino nationalist. He was a writer. He was a polymath. I'm not sure what that means, but
He's
he
a
was
gangster is what it
gangster.
means, bro.
He's got a whole museum and like like an entire garden and stuff that's
I went
dedicated
there,
to
man.
him.
It's so good.
Intramuros, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to kind of premise with that. We always talk about Filipino representation in mainstream media, and we always talk about this. Lately, and I don't know if you guys know this, Tekken 7, the video game has a new
got-
character.
Is there Rizal in it? Tekken?
There is a character that is Filipino.
Yeah.
Guess what her name is?
Rizal.
Josie Rizal.
Hey!
Her name is Josie Rizal.
She got a fucking pen. She's gonna fuck him up with a pen.
Josie Rizal, and she does a style of like unarmed eskrima, and it's kind of like a kickboxing eskrima style.
Yeah.
I'll show you some photo. I'll show you some video of.
She hot.
Yeah, I mean,
They tend to be, yeah.
technically because it's Tekken and they kind
Technically.
of technically, yeah. This is Josie Rizal.
New challenger, Josie Rizal.
I thought she's got sticks.
So she's got like a, I would say it's like a sexified version of like a traditional Filipino thing.
Yeah, I mean,
This happens when you don't defrost the chicken, bro.
Yeah, that's how you get beat
So
up.
it's like
Oh, bro.
Whose mum is this?
Why did you clean your room?
I can't believe I won.
Oh, so away.
she cries, bro.
She's overacting now.
Oh, hey.
She won, so she didn't lose, man.
So apparently her backstory is that she works 2 jobs and she does kickboxing and she loves her family and
What's the other job?
that's pretty much it. Like that's
It has to be nursing.
it doesn't. Maybe it's nursing, and apparently part of her backstory is she hates typhoons. Like
Who the fuck loves them, man? What the fuck, man?
Imagine, I'll be interested if she loves typhoons.
Yeah, I know.
typhoon, right?
Man.
And my gripe with this is, and I think it's great that they're trying to put Filipino representation in like a video game. There's not a lot of like Filipino like isms there.
What do you want? What would make it better?
And so somebody actually
The way that
with
she
a plastic
fought
bag
was so
of-
good, bro.
even her accent is American sounding, right? But somebody dubbed it in Tagalog, and I want to show you guys the Tagalog
Here we
dub.
go.
Here we go.
Yeah, get about it.
Can you send these 2 videos for editing?
So this is Josie.
Kaya this. Ay, gago ah. Eh, di, wow!
Andy,
Go! Look at the punch! Woo! Puta que shit! Woo!
That's not Tekken, bro. That's Tekalang.
Tekalang.
That's definitely Tekalang right there, bro.
And that's what makes it better. Like when someone dubbed it, I was like, yes, vertical. Eddie, wow.
Gusto mo? Gusto mo to?
I would have also loved if she had the sticks, the arnis sticks and the eskrima stuff. It would have been cool, but then because it doesn't really, you can't really see the technique in it, the unarmed eskrima.
That's
technique.
what I'm thinking, dude. Like, it's a fighting game. They
Yeah.
didn't put the fighting
Style in there,
style.
yeah.
I don't know.
Did they even at least give her big calves?
I don't know, but we can have
Because
a look at
that's
the.
a Filipino like
Yeah,
trait.
Filipino calves. I only
Filipino-
found out about
yeah.
that.
Is that a thing? Like
That's
I
a
mean,
thing.
look, she's
Calves, Filipinos like with
She
the
looks like-
with the FCS thing that we did is like
Yeah.
at least I got good calves.
Yeah,
she's got an anime like style design. Her face looks like she's one of the Miss Philippines contestants.
Half Filipino.
Yeah, half Filipino. It doesn't look like from this particular angle here, like from the promotional shot, the marketing shot, that she has big calves.
But yeah, I think the calves is you'll sell it. You'll sell it.
Yeah, but that's Josie Rizal,
I'm
and
I'm not hating on it. I'm just kind of disappointed they didn't put Eskrima as the fighting, like
Yeah.
her fighting style, which is, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like if you made a car movie and stuff and you go, oh yeah, we're going to have Filipinos in there. You'd put a jeepney in there, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You put a jeepney.
Not a car with someone's flag on the rearview mirror.
exactly,
Like it's,
exactly.
At least like a Manny Pacquiao shirt or something, you know?
I think hopefully the character becomes popular enough and that they'll keep it on for next iterations of the game.
Bro.
And then
I'd play Tekalang, bro.
Tekalang
7.
Tekalang 7. Josie Rizal.
Because that's how it start fights, right? Tekalang.
There you go. You know, I notice when people are fighting on the street, there's a lot of build up, and then people go, "What? What?" You know, like just trying to amp the other person up.
Yeah.
It's the same with Phil's, bro. When you see street kids like having a fight with each other, no, and it'll make up like 98% of the event.
Yeah.
And then like the 2% of them actually fighting.
Well, I mean, from what I've learned.
I know.
Imagine those
Sige,
moves.
subukan mo. Subukan mo. Sige. Ano.
Nah, that's too creative.
Not even.
You're
not
just
even
gonna
that?
respond with "I know" as well.
Imagine
bunch
have that
of
in
knows.
Tekken, bro. Like they don't have the. It's a move.
Yeah.
It's not even a fight move. It's just like.
I know.
It's staunch.
Ano.
Or like, have you seen that video with those two Asian guys spitting at each other?
yeah.
Imagine that was a move, bro.
Far out, man. That's like what's his name? Dalsim from Street Fighter.
Oh, with a flame.
Yoga flame.
Yeah.
Yoga fire.
I like their take on the, let's make it a girl, Josie.
Yeah. Josie Rizal.
It's not like exactly what's up.
Yeah.
But again, bro,
it would have been cool. It really would have been cool to see like the honest, the Eskrima style in there.
At least make
Like,
her an
show
aswang or
that
something,
to the
bro.
world, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I
Make
mean?
her like an aswang or like fucking mythological. Like
That's her super. Like when she goes ultra, she splits in half.
Detaches,
Bro.
that's the Mortal Kombat
and then
version,
eats their
bro.
baby.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that'll be a dope character in Mortal Kombat, bro.
Gosh.
But I'll tell you what, like I bet you she's gonna be like the next cosplay for a lot of Filipinos out there.
Yeah, you know what, this again, I'm not hating. I'm just disappointed.
I want the character to do well enough that it continues on and they improve the game, the fighting style.
If you change the skin on this, the whole Filipino, change the name, the whole Filipino in this goes away. You know what I mean? You see Eddie Gordo and stuff, you know this guy's doing capoeira.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you know it's like this.
You can change the skin on that dude. You know he's from Brazil.
Yeah,
this one is different, bro.
Yeah.
Like you really can't tell.
Yeah,
that's the thing that irks me. Like let's put a Filipino character in there, but it's just dressed like one. So I really wish that it could be like a patch or whatever. They change it up a bit.
I hope so, man. I hope so too. Yeah. I think for the longest time, that's one of the martial arts I haven't fully like gone and done classes for. During COVID, I was trying to learn just from a book. No, I bought the sticks themselves.
Ah, yeah.
The ones that had the burn marks and stuff.
Yeah.
And
He's
then
lying. He just got the one that stops the sliding door.
Yeah, the one in every house.
stops the sliding door.
Yeah, right. It's the perfect length.
That's the funny thing though. Like my family house growing up, there are those sticks everywhere.
Yeah, it stops the
man.
sliding window,
The windows and doors, yeah.
But like there's those everywhere, and it's also just in case
That was my weapon, bro.
Somebody needs to
Like
like
beat up a tree with that shit.
yeah.
You don't trust the locks. Let's put a fucking stick right here, bro.
I don't trust the security. Put the stick here. Oh.
And then the moment
trust
you
the
lock
security.
yourself out, you try to get in with your key. You go, fuck!
Gotta break the window, man.
Put that stick in there.
Goddamn stick.
Who put a stick there? Who put the stick there?
And then you get lazy. You just you know how you open it and then you leave the stick on the side.
Yeah.
You just
And
leave it there.
Stays
It stays there for
bro.
a week.
Thwarted by my own genius.
Dude.
Bro.
But yeah,
That stick.
that's what I wanted to show that was interesting today. The
that was
Josie
interesting.
Rizal.
Send me those videos or the YouTube links. It's a good snippet, I reckon.
Josie Rizal. Here comes a new challenger.
That guy, that Jose Rizal is a fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah.
Like, not just saying because of what he did, but this dude was like, I think he spoke like 7 languages.
Yeah.
And it's not like he spoke Ilocano. Like, he wasn't speaking like just languages in Philippines. He was speaking like German. Like, he was fluent, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the same time, this guy got girls from all these places because he can mac in 7 different languages. He's a fucking gangster. In his museum, the tour guide was like, this guy was a bit of a player, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And he's got paintings of these women.
Are you sure it's
He's
not
got paintings of paintings, bro.
Bruh.
Paintings of paintings.
Jose Rizal was a, I don't know say, but he's a fuckboy. He was getting it in.
He's
bro.
not your average Tito who'd be like, oh, back in when I was your age, I used to get, I used to be a player.
I had many
He wasn't
girlfriends.
lying, man.
I
Good
used
looking
to,
blow.
Had many accompaniment.
You go, no, dude, legit. Go to his museum. They'll tell you the same thing, man. This guy was a man. He knew the game.
Player. Jose Rizal.
There's a dude. So my parents they live in my mom's side, so my stepmom's side. Like her family's they're from Tondo, which is kind of like, it's like known as like a rough area. Then there's like a particular street that's not far from it. It's called Blumen Street. And it doesn't sound like a Tagalog name, right?
Blumen Street.
Blumen Street.
Blumen Street.
Yeah, so Blue Men and then TRIT.
Trit.
Yeah, so it's like
It's like saying Blue Man Street, but in a
Blumen Trit.
but no S. Like but the thing is, like, you think like, where does that name come from? Because amongst all of the street names around the area,
It's a different one.
yeah, bro, it's like, what happened here?
Yeah.
Turns out this dude, I say this dude, fucking the hero of the country,
Jose.
Rizal, was like really tight with this guy from Czechoslovakia. Yeah, like in Europe, right? They basically became like they had like this bromance where everybody used to like set like pen pals type of shit.
Yeah.
They met in like some conference and they spoke in German to each other.
Yeah.
Because this guy doesn't speak Czech, but both of them spoke German.
Yeah.
They were tight from like the moment that they met right up until his death, but they only met that one time, the very first time, and since then they were like
Best mates.
Yeah, like sending each other letters and shit.
Yeah.
He even told him like, bro, I'm gonna write this fucking book just exposing the Spanish just fucking up the country.
Yeah.
His mate was like, you know what you're doing, bro? That's a fucking death sentence.
Yeah.
Tried to warn him and shit, and then he was like, man, Jose was like, I gotta do this shit, bro.
Yeah, I have to, yeah.
It's the right thing to do. Did that, fucking, obviously, country did their thing, like killed the hero. And then Blumen Street, this is a like weird thing. You go to like Prague, there's a fucking museum on Jose Rizal in a place that you wouldn't think, bro. And it turns out it was Blumen Street's house. He turned it into a fucking
Museum to
like
Jose
a museum.
Rizal.
His fucking best friend.
Yeah, that's mad.
So this is again like you see, it's like you go to a street in Philippines, going, why is this main road named after
Blumen Street.
a name that doesn't sound like it sounds foreign?
That's cool, man.
And at the same time, you go to Prague, dude, and then there's a fucking museum on a Filipino bloke. You know what I mean? You wouldn't think there's a big Filipino community, but this guy was just like, you know what? And he's like, he had a big position in his own country.
Yeah, wow.
So when he turned his house into a fucking museum, it was like, fucking good on you, man. Thanks,
See
bro.
that? Best friends in history.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
Speaking in German.
That's
like that.
amazing.
That's a perfect example where Pototoys are, stick together, bro.
Pototoy is in Prague.
Toto is in Prague, bro.
Stick together.
I have a story of a friend of mine who's my Pototoy. My mate, he's Filipino, but he learned a bit of Portuguese when we were doing capoeira.
Yeah.
And he had to travel he went to Brazil to do capoeira over there. And there was a capoeirista, another person who was doing capoeira from Japan.
Yeah.
And they couldn't communicate because the Japanese person didn't understand English. And my friend couldn't speak Japanese, but they could both speak Portuguese. And so they spoke to each other in Portuguese in Brazil. And it was like, wow,
I think Brazil
that's
is
so
like,
cool.
it's like us speaking English. Portuguese is their national
Yeah, the national
language, right?
language, yeah.
But it is a trip. I think when you see a Japanese dude speaking Portuguese, you're like, I think something's up. This guy's up to no good. I think he's about to fight me. Why am I handing over my wallet?
It wasn't his stance that gave it away.
Yeah.
It wasn't this.
Obrigado. Whoa.
Why do you sound Italian when you
said
say
thank you.
it? Oh, obrigado.
Well-traveled man, this one.
Oh, man.
I've seen.
How far is Prague from Germany?
I'm not sure. I probably wouldn't. I mean, if it's not too far,
Oh, it's a bit of it's right next door, actually.
I don't know if I go there, but you know how Japan, like, boxing is like a big thing there. Obviously, like Ippo and stuff. And Mexico is like another big place where
Boxing is
is like a main sport.
Yep.
There's a lot of Japanese people that live in Mexico. You know that, right? When you see like Japanese boxers that were born in Mexico, like fucking born bred,
Yeah.
and they're speaking like Mexican.
Yeah.
It's such a trip,
Spanish,
bro.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, they're not like, so if you go to Spain, their language is like similar,
Spanish.
but it's different to people in Mexico. When that dude's like hard out, like talking Mexican Spanish, it's like, bro, this is such a trip, bro. I'm expecting like anime language coming out of you,
Yeah.
but it's like cholo type shit. It's like,
Can I just say as well? I think I don't know if we talked about it in the previous episode, but Garcia can speak Korean, And
just
un poquito.
Chocomanyo.
So he can speak a little bit of Korean.
Is that konti lang yun now?
Yeah.
Katilang. And so he spoke Korean during for the reception, during the speech for my cousins and his wife's wedding.
Yeah.
And like all the Koreans, bro, they were gobsmacked. They were like, "What?
Yeah.
Who is this islander-looking dude speaking Korean to us right now?"
What's up with his hat? Why is it beige? I think language. I was thinking about it as well. Like when you got an event like weddings and stuff, right? When you're talking to people, I think words hold weight. Hearing it from you directly, kind of like when people would promise each other shit. You want to hear that shit from the person.
Yeah.
A lot of the speeches that were at the wedding, because they had family coming from Korea, a lot of them were translated and put into a PowerPoint so that when people are doing speeches, it's already been translated. They can read what it means and stuff. But then at the same time, it's a wedding. They're looking at a PowerPoint rather than the person speaking to you. So it there's like something kind of lost. The thing that I was saying was Kyle and I won't say their name. Kyle and Angie. There's a word that kind of describes, I guess, like fate or destiny. It like their relationship is what makes me believe that this, it's called inyon, exists. And then I was saying that my family's happy that Angie is joining our family. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
And then I was saying
you gotta give us a sample.
Oh. And I was saying that the cousins promise, we'll look after her well. It's in their language.
Yeah.
So
He basically said what I said in my entire speech, but like succinct
it's
and
summed
in Korean.
up into like 3 lines kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it was so good, man.
You're not jokes and shit.
Bad jokes, yeah.
And we still talk about it like, don't cut yourselves.
That was a good joke.
Yeah,
Love that joke.
I think when you hear that directly from a person in your tongue, like you can, the words that hold weight means more. Just hearing it from our cousins, it's like, yeah, man, like the family, they're still saying that they, I think that meant a lot to them because it's someone from our side of the family saying we're welcoming Angie and stuff.
Yeah, in their own tongue as well.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man.
Sample.
Do you reckon you could do it?
Yeah. Of course. All right. So, Don had just finished his speech. I came up. I'm kind of getting the same jitters as like the wedding night. All right. So, Kyle과 엔지는 제가 인연이라는 것이 존재한다는 걸 믿게 해줬습니다. That's the destiny part. And then I said, 엔지가 우리 가족이 돼서 기뻐요. 저 아재 사촌이 엔지를 찾아볼게요. And that's the 3 lines.
Yeah.
It's very short, but
You
it's
know,
so...
all the Korean girls out there, panties drop. Lag pante.
Oh my god.
Lug.
Bro, I am
Like-
so impressed.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know a word of Korean, but I've seen a few Korean movies.
Yeah, the K-drama
Sounds
kind
legit.
I knew how much that would mean to them.
Yeah,
When like because I knew that cause when we were first starting talking about like who was going to do the speech and when we're going to do this, I was like, there needs to be something Korean in it. There needs to be like the rest of us could have done without something Filipino. I was like something Filipino, something in Korean, something in English. Obviously, we were fine because there was going to be like Filipino stuff everywhere anyway that night.
Yeah.
But there had to be something.
I
Korean.
think for the majority of Philippines, English is like very second nature.
Yeah.
But they flew all the way from Korea, dude. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So when we're talking in a speech, as much as it's translated, I don't think everything's going to come through.
Yeah.
And it's weird to be like looking at a PowerPoint when someone's talking. You know what I mean? That's why there was a disconnect there.
But what happened after he said that? It's like, all right, guys, back to the PowerPoint.
There was no PowerPoint.
There was no PowerPoint. I think it was like after that was when everyone was like, okay, the bride and groom are going to come to the front and do the
so
dance
your
and
whole
stuff.
speech was just in Korean?
No, mine was really just the tail end of Don's.
Okay.
So I did the speech.
I
and
wasn't
said it-
supposed to do one, but then Don was like, hey, just put this thing at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro. He was the finishing move of the speech, bro.
Cherry on top, bro.
Finishing move,
fucking
bro.
Josie Rizal that shit.
You were the tombstone pile driver, bro.
So a Filipino character in Tekken speaking Korean.
He was just doing all the buttering up and stuff, and like, oh,
There's
you gotta wait till the end, guys.
like emotionally and stuff. There's fucking those points, bro. I'm like, it hit me, bro. Like there's just emotions were running wild that night. I was fucking bawling half of the night, bro. Because when you see like a young dude, like they grew up with you, and then becoming dude's fucking how old? Like he's in his like late 20s or and even if like he's old, he's his own, like he's a man or whatever. I think secretly we still look at him as like, oh, he's the young cousin. Or in something like that, like dancing with his wife. It's like he's a fucking married man, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like the sense of pride is just it. I didn't give a fuck how like you could be the Rock, like you're crying that night. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So I like the whole night, just like happy, emotions running wild, bruh. It was better than drugs. Like, yeah, we should do that shit again, over and over again.
Bro,
get addicted to it.
Yeah, man. I love weddings, bro. Weddings, always get me in the feels, bro.
It was like it was a week ago. We're still talking. 2 weeks ago now, was it?
Just we just finished the weekend.
Yeah, it's almost a week, a little bit over a week ago. But man, we still talking about it now. We're still seeing the footage on it. I was, because I had my little action camera set up while we're taking photos and stuff, and without any editing, just the music that we had playing that day was perfect to what was happening. There was a first look. And I was like, I'm not going to change any of this. I'm not going to cut it up. I'm just going to, because having it there, all of the reactions, everything is just amazing, man. And
Bro.
I want to do it all over again. I want to do it every week. Let's do it again every weekend.
No, bro.
Expensive.
It's too emotionally draining, bro. I film weddings, bro, and I see people like go crazy, emotional and shit. It's nuts, man.
We all said, like, because when we're taking photos, the photographer was like, oh, so, point at who you reckon's going to cry. Yeah. And then we all point at Ken. Bro.
Everyone was fucking crying.
If we took a bet, I lost that bet that night, man.
Hey, you know who didn't cry? John, your youngest brother.
Who?
John, your youngest brother. He's the youngest, but he doesn't cry. He didn't cry during Toy Story 3.
He was tearing up, though.
He was a little bit. He was just, he ate something spicy. Man.
Shiv never seen me cry in a movie, like, because I always try to man it up.
Yeah.
But like some scenes, bro, get me, and then I'm just there like sitting there like holding back.
You know what?
Manning up.
Yeah.
Shiv never, and I've success. It's been a success, but one day, a scene's gonna hit me, man, and I'm just gonna be like bawling out, and I won't be able to like cry and stuff. And we were watching Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
This is when Shiv was she was in the middle of her pregnancy, like one of the sensitive parts of the pregnancy. So she cried for nearly half the movie, bro.
Wow.
Oh.
From when the particular character died till the reveal of the other characters coming in, and then them talking about their experiences of death, bro. That whole thing, she was going nuts. I was like, I wasn't even watching the movie anymore.
Yeah,
I was just watching it going. Because like it's the whole thing with like, it's a sad scene, but the emotions of like being pregnant and stuff just came together.
It's heightened. That part didn't get me. I remember. It is sad, but it didn't tip me yet.
Maybe when you're pregnant.
It was when, I think it was when Andrew Garfield saved his Gwen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had that chance to
MJ, yeah.
And I was like, we knew it was coming too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've seen Ralph cry.
Yeah,
and I thought it was hilarious.
What was this?
It was when Garcia made the joke we needed to bleep out.
I cry a lot when I laugh. Joy, bro. When you can get me to cry, it's really common though. You can get me to cry easily when it comes to laughing.
You were in tears, and I was like, "Oh, that is."
It's always Garcia, bro.
it's like always.
I remember the whole like, shout out to Chris, bro.
Oh yeah.
That made me cry, bro.
Which one was that?
Shout out to Chris, bro. I'll see you at the Philippines. We're gonna fuck shit up.
That was at the tail end of an episode too.
I was like, oh my god,
Dude, that's
Bro,
funny, man.
I laugh.
It's,
I
it's
laugh
one.
a lot,
It's
bro.
it's either one of you guys that makes a joke, and I just need to walk off. And that's how you know the joke's funny. I'm just like, I'm out here, bro.
I need to stand up for a bit.
I'm gonna stand up for some reason.
I need circulation in my body.
when you like, it's like the emotions, bro. Like the laughing emotion of like uncontrollable laughter. It's ecstasy, bro. Like my body just goes crazy. Like I'm chucking a friggin' fit, bro.
I think with any emotion, whether it's like sad or happy, there's a tipping point, right? Once you reach that, you're crying no matter what.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah, the
could be
levee
wedding
breaks.
thing.
Yeah.
It could be like happiness or joy or whatever. Like the laughter, you might not necessarily be in a happy state, but you're in a laughing state.
Yeah.
But you still get teary eyed.
Yeah, and then it's always the same at the end when the battery of emotions gets drained out. The same feeling happens. Like even if you're sad or you're going through a whole laughing session, when your battery of emotion is drained out, you're just like, like you need to recharge and stuff, man.
I don't
Kind
know.
of like after you come. It brings you back down to earth.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
And his mom's here.
And his mom's coming.
Oh no! Hey, we're back to that again.
Totoy.
Oh, you've got a friend in you.
Bro, I would like to be Andy's mom's friend. And then she can say, I can say, she can say, you got a friend in me.
You be friend zone, bro. You be that guy.
As long as I'm in there.
At least, yeah, they should give like Andy's mom the friend zone uncle. You know what I mean? Like the guy that.
Wait, what happened to Andy's dad?
We have no idea.
No
right?
one knows?
No idea. That-
Nobody knows.
Maybe he needs one. Nah, he's in college now. That means he's out of the house. Can play with all sorts of toys. Just saying. We can make our own stories.
Garcia's here.
bro,
She's got to play dead.
Garcia's here.
bro, Toy Story with
Otherwise I'll
Andy
fucking-
in college, bro. That'd be an interesting one.
Oh, man. What kind of toys he's playing with?
It's the lotions like Andy's back.
Yeah. Even the tissues are like that.
It's his what's it called? His vape goes and he's back. Boom.
And
no
the
smoke.
lotion always has a neck sprain. His neck, it's always hurting.
Oh, bro.
Especially when he's out of lotion a bit.
Yeah.
He's like
His laptop comes to life and he's like, the things I've seen.
There's a sock on the floor. It's like, fuck.
You think you got it bad?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Incognito.
And the pillow's like, you think you got it bad?
The bed sheets. It's like, you know how often fucking college kids change their sheets, bro?
And then the brip comes out of nowhere.
Oh.
You think you got it bad?
Everyone's just one-upping each other's struggles. Oh, you think you...
Oh god.
It's always the brip, man.
It's always
The last one.
It was a cold dark brip.
He just trumps everybody.
No, bro.
It was a cold dark brip.
Let's compare struggles.
You think you got it bad?
Yeah, the brip takes the cake, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Literally.
Literally takes the cake.
Literally takes the cake. The entirety of the cake.
Oh
Hug it.
my god.
Salam cake.
Have you seen there's a new Bird Box out in Netflix.
Bird Box?
Bird Box. You know the movie with Sandra
You
Bullock,
can't-
and
you
then
can't
there's
look.
and you can't look at
Everybody's
the monster and makes you
blindfolded.
kill yourself. They made a spin-off of the movie. It's called Bird Box Barcelona.
I haven't
Bird
seen
Box
it yet.
Barcelona.
I'm putting it on my list.
So it's set in Barcelona, and it took me for a ride. In terms of like, this movie is interesting, intriguing. Fuck, this movie is shit.
Is
Wait,
it?
this
Is it just?
movie is all right. All right. It took me to emotions. I couldn't decide if this was a bad movie or a good movie.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed
Is
it.
it just based in Barcelona?
Yeah, but they took a new spin to it. So, you know, like, I'm trying to remember Bird Box, the first one, but this one took a different spin to it. There's a bit of religion in it, and it takes a perspective. It takes a perspective of someone that you like. You know, it becomes a twist. It's like, okay, now we're going through the Bird Box experience through this guy's perspective.
Right.
And
And remind me again, the
Screen's
monsters.
just black.
Hang on, the monsters, they attack you when you look at them.
so, okay, I was talking to Shiv about this. Is like, oh, would you rather be in a world with Bird Box, that world with that Bird Box monster, or would you rather be in the Quiet Place monsters world? So,
Man,
with the Quiet Place one, you can't go outside
I'm
and
noisy.
make some noise, you know, and that attracts the monster.
I'm noisy. I'd fart and I'd die. Like
Yeah.
I just,
With this one, the thing is, like, if you go outside,
yeah.
or if you have windows in your house, this monster could attack you by, when you see it, the spirit type of thing. You don't really see the monster; you see a spirit, and
it makes you
want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
So it makes you do.
I'll do the Quiet Place easy, bro. Fuck Bird Box.
Yeah, the Bird Box one would be more difficult. But I reckon I'd still die because, yeah, flatulence. And then
Yeah.
it would, I
Just
would.
don't be outside when you fart.
Yes, true.
Or you gotta hold your cheeks open.
or you have to have that little chamber that they have in A Quiet Place too.
Yeah,
they have the
yeah.
chamber where they go to make noise and stuff.
Yeah.
Just have 3, 4 blankets on
just
top
a little
of you.
fart. Someone just goes in like, man, someone's been farting.
Yeah.
Right?
Need to ventilate that room.
But yeah, Bird Box. It was a good movie. Like the concept of Bird Box is always going to be an interesting concept. But I still think the first one might be better because
Yeah.
of this. The concept is fresh.
Sandy Beach.
Wasn't there a because it wasn't just the monsters that they had to be afraid of. They had to be afraid of some of the people, and they were like religious cult or something.
There's more of that in this one.
Yeah.
More of that in the second one. More
Right.
focus on that. But I don't want to spoil it. so-
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
spoil it.
don't spoil it. I don't want to watch it.
But it's
like,
interesting. Like watch.
yeah.
we're watching- we're
would
flipping
it be,
through it.
Would it be similar in the Philippines, like Ibon sa kahon?
Or
Ibon sa kahon.
Everybody's making noise over there. They can't. You can't film A Quiet Place in Manila.
or Ibon.
Everyone's beeping their
Ibon
car horn.
Pacquiao.
Ibon Pacquiao.
Was the Bird Box.
Oh no.
I seen
The
when I
birds
was
are like this. The pigeons like this.
Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew.
as a kid in Philippines, I had chicken pox. It's not Bird Box, but
Chicken
similar.
pox.
I couldn't go outside.
Your skin was itchy.
People looked at me and like, ugh.
Although the Bird Box in the Philippines is the Chicken Joy in a container
In a
box.
box. Yeah.
I like that Bird Box.
Two-piece Bird Box.
man. But you can't look at it directly
You can't look at it directly. It makes
because you get gout.
it makes, yeah, you,
Make you hungry. Make you eat yourself.
Oh
Make
man.
you hate yourself. That's the.
Speaking of Netflix, moving on from Bird Box, you watch it. It's a good movie.
Bird Box was the first movie I watched on Netflix. It was the reason why I got Netflix to begin with.
Really?
Everybody was talking about that shit, and I was like, "Fuck yous, man! I got to sign up to this."
Bird Box.
And then at the end, I was like, it's all right.
You're probably gonna get the same
Let
feeling.
me
'Cause I
keep it.
still think the first one's better than the second one, but watch it anyway. I watched the second episode of Black Mirror.
Okay. Which
which
one was
is,
that
Which
one?
one's that one? The devil one?
Lock Henry.
Oh, yeah, yeah, what'd you think of
it's
that?
a good one.
Lock Henry was good, bro. Like I like because me watching a Black Mirror movie or episode, I'm expecting some technical like technology shit,
Futuristic type
futuristic
Yeah.
shit. But this one just relied on like just itself,
history.
like history, and I think
It was a thriller.
yeah, it relied on tension. That's all it relied on. And then I was like, okay, this is just practically a horror movie in a ghost town, and it's also a detective mystery movie slash
Yeah.
paranormal Blair Witch type shit because they're making a film.
Usually they make social commentary on the technology or the effect of technology, but this was more.
This was more social commentary of people's love for serial killers.
Yeah, serial killers, and also the real life true story.
That genre.
That genre.
I love that shit, man.
Yeah, I did too, man.
I love so far. I love the fact that Black Mirror is taking the piss out of Netflix.
Yeah.
This whole 2 episodes that I've watched so far, it's all about taking a piss out of the streaming world.
Yeah.
Like the first one is practically a show that has been made about someone and taking their identity out
It's
of
like there's
Netflix.
a fifth wall.
And now
almost.
this second one is about making a movie for people to see and their love for fucking serial killers, which is like half a genre in Netflix anyway.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a twist like right at the end because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, we'll be all right. Spoiler territory for the next 5 minutes. Chick died like a fucking dumbass.
I mean, yeah, it was
I didn't even know she died.
It was a really unfortunate, and they kind of allude to it. They foreshadowed it in the beginning where they said like people would just get lost in the lock. Where you could fall down and like hurt yourself, and that's exactly what happened to her. She just fell, hit her head on a rock, and then she must have drowned in the lock. But man, like
There was one thing that was distracting me throughout the whole episode. Where the fuck are her eyebrows, bro?
that was Shiv said.
So when she died, I was like, she still got Whoopi Goldberg.
Shiv was like, they should make a
We've already
documentary about her finding her eyebrows.
Fuck, man.
And
Drone Ramon or some shit.
It was never mentioned at all.
Dude.
I thought it was a key point of her character.
Didn't she just have like? Didn't she just have like bleached eyebrows or something
she
that
had
were
bleached
just?
eye,
Is it?
It was
Yeah,
bleached.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Why
she had
the
bleached
fuck
hair.
would you, man?
It was like Eminem, but with the eyebrows.
Bruh.
But yeah, the fact, I don't know, like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
The twist
whole
was
thing.
Oh,
crazy.
Turns out it was his parents.
Yeah, dude.
I saw the twist. I didn't see the twist coming, but the first time I saw that mom, something was up.
Yeah. She was
creepy
sus.
as hell.
Yeah.
She was sus.
The mask. Ooh.
I think it was too convenient that they found that they were taping on the actual tape that they had the missing tourists in it.
Yeah.
That was a bit too
Yeah.
convenient. Like, because like there's a whole bunch of tapes there. They could have been anyone they getting tortured, but it's specifically the ones that they've been talking about all the time.
Yeah.
That
I
was
was
very-
thinking like no one bothered to watch the tapes.
Also,
you know what I mean?
also, if you're gonna make a documentary, like, get supplies. Buy tapes from elsewhere. Why you gotta ruin your parents' home videos, man? Come on.
And what is this? Because like they didn't tell us what year it was, right? Like, what is this fucking like the 90s?
VHS.
Yeah. Why are you shooting on VHS, man? Come on.
I think it was though, right? Wasn't it?
they're trying to go for the authentic look thing, because the thing that she was doing is digitizing the.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. She was digitizing
She was
it.
filming in the film and then making it into digital. I'm like, just get an A7 III or something, man.
Yeah. A7 III.
yourself a fucking memory card.
Just get a memory card, bro. Saves you from dying in the river.
It was that, and the alternative to that story was it like the beehive, the beekeeper, keeper,
Yeah, the duck. Wait, the Eggman.
the Eggman.
The one who was like, yeah, their first story that they were gonna do was the guy who was protecting the eggs from the, I don't know if it was ducks or something, protecting the eggs from poachers. Maybe stick to that one.
Maybe stick to that one and realize that your parents aren't serial killers.
She was the one. Wait, she was the one pushing the serial killer shit too. Huh?
You know what Shivy said?
sucks,
Fucking
man.
Americans. He was like, oh, I want to make a movie about this. That's such an American thing to do.
Poor girl.
Did you see that scene with the black light?
Yeah.
Oh,
Reminded me
my
of
God.
our conversation.
They were like,
Yeah, I was like, whoa, it's on the ceiling.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
This guy
What did
came everywhere.
What did they use? They used lemon juice. Yeah, they were like, oh, it was like
They were going to use lemon juice.
lemon
but
juice.
they
And they're
didn't
like,
need
oh,
to.
we'll throw some around just to like make it look like it's worse than it needs to be. And then they didn't.
It was
need
worse
it.
than it needs to be.
It was worse. It was worse than worse. It was everywhere. That I mean, usually that stuff makes me angry. like the needless killing of someone. But I understood that this didn't get me angry, because I remember when I watched something like Human Centipede, for instance, where this dude just fucking needlessly sews people together for whatever, some twisted reason. That pissed me.
Get a hard on.
That pissed me off, man. It annoyed me. I wanted to I was really, really angry. But this one, I was like, they messed up. I need to kind of just it's a TV show. I don't need to be upset.
That's growth, John.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's growth.
Bro, like that's
what my therapist says.
That whole visit ruined that guy's life for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Nah, his parents ruined his life, man. Fuck that.
Well, he didn't have to
He
find
was kind
out.
of happy before that. Right?
He didn't have to find out.
Yeah.
Ah,
They're
man.
just saying if you've left your hometown, don't go back. They'll fuck shit up for you, bro.
Find some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Don't dig into your mom's favorite shows.
Oh
Tape,
my
tapes,
gosh.
cassettes and stuff.
You're gonna see something you wish you didn't.
Oh man, my dad had one tape.
Yeah.
And my dad had one tape that had it was his it was the naughty movies.
Yeah. Definitely had Bush.
It lived it lived
It's from the 80s. Huh?
it lived above the wall unit.
Yeah.
It was just in one
Some
corner.
Tom Selleck guy,
One-
looking guy.
It was on one corner of the wall unit.
Yeah.
And I remember because
How'd you find it?
my cousin, one of my eldest cousins, he's like, hey, do you know what that video is? And I'm like, I never thought of it, not even once. And I'm like, no. He's like, here. My parents went home. He was babysitting us. And he's like, here. Watched it. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And then he's like, if you watch it, just make sure you rewind it back to 0
Yeah.
and put it back at the top.
Set that timer.
Yeah. And then just so that it, at the top, because it would collect dust.
Yeah.
Make sure that it sat in the same place where the dust was as well.
Of course.
Nowadays, now in my mind now, I would have taped over it with me going
Didn't say the password.
Imagine that, bro. You're like, yeah,
It's a video of you
Ready?
saying it. Too.
yeah, like
That'd be great. You're gonna do that to Zeth. You're just gonna leave. For some reason, it's 2030. He's
There's a VHS.
yeah. There's a VHS
That's
tape
creepy
there.
as
And then Seth's like,
and there's a convenient VCR that no
Yeah.
one uses.
Oh my gosh.
never ever use a VCR. And it has naked women pictures on it, and Seth's like, what the heck is this? Pops in and thing.
Go to your room.
Bro, it says to me man, I got a phone, bro.
And then he looks at his phone.
Oh,
Go
dude.
to your room.
How are you gonna police that?
Sorry, 2030 is way too early. It's 7
Dude's
years.
gonna be
20, let's go 20. Let's do 2035.
2030.
There you go. That's probably around about the time that he's going to be.
Let's be speaking of weddings. When Seth has a wedding, or if he chooses to have a wedding, I'm gonna cry my eyes.
I reckon you're gonna be.
Of course you are,
fucking
man.
balling, dude.
Of course.
The whole time.
Bro.
I reckon you'd be bawling, and then the priest would be like, shh.
Can you
Please.
can you settle down, please?
Can the person speaking in tongues please stop? It's just me going.
My son is such a little boy.
The priest would be like, can the three with the microphones can be quiet, please? Stop recording while we do this.
I filmed a wedding before, right? And it was two religions, similar religions. I really don't know the name of the religions, but the ceremony was the most interesting thing to watch.
Were they both Christianic?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And they were trying to one up each other. Because you know how they start praising the Lord.
I love Jesus more.
Because wedding secretly is you could get two families trying to one up each other if they're different. You know what I mean?
man.
So these two families are one from each family were praising God, and then the other one would praise God even louder.
Oh.
I felt like I was watching Wild and Out, bro. It's some crazy shit. But
it's always the thing, right? You always have families how can I make this about me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Every event, man. Like even the smallest thing as like singing karaoke. When someone tries to make it about them, it ruins the whole vibe. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna put the Magic Mike book down, and you can enjoy yourselves. And then the titos are trying to one up each other with like, I can cut the lechon harder than you guys. Then like, you know what? You can enjoy the lechon. I'll just wait for it to be paksil.
Yeah.
No,
I think it's the etiquette is whoever's house you're at, don't touch the lechon, bro. They're
Unless
cutting.
invited.
They're cutting the lechon. That's the.
I've been allocated, not me. I've allocated myself when I go to my parents' house. Be the lechon cutter.
and the same.
Like the last 2 Christmases,
You've appointed that job.
And the same goes for whoever's barbecuing, like whoever's house it is. If they're on the barbecue,
Don't fuck with it.
don't fuck with the barbecue.
Shut
man.
your mouth.
Just
Don't tell me about the better barbecue you have at home. No, is this the Weber of no? My Weber at home has about
That's straight up uninvited. Straight up.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit.
Party foul.
Don't ruin the vibe, because the vibe is there for a reason. If you are there to purposely make it about your vibe, out the door.
The only time that I've done that, like done something where I've kind of imposed myself onto the barbecue, is for my dad. So my dad's on the barbecue, and then I'd be standing there, and so every time one barbecue stick is ready, I'm grabbing that and I'm eating it. I'm there. I'm already grabbing it. My dad's like, "Can you stop like eating it before? Because we need to serve it to everybody."
Keeping the barbecue.
Yeah.
If I was your dad, I would have like half cooked one and put it there and see what happens.
I would have been like, "Dad, I would have been like, Dad, this isn't cooked yet."
It's frozen.
But like that.
Frozen on the inside.
Some soy sauce
And then
to hide that shit.
to the point where my dad was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go get a beer. You finish cooking," and then I'd be like, "Yeah, I guess I should save some for everybody else. Then just cook a bunch of."
He didn't even let it get to the table.
Yeah, no.
Straight off the barbecue.
Oh,
It was
bro,
like-
I do that shit with the fried chicken wings.
It's the
that my
Tito
dad
move, bro.
It's like they come up to the thing. It's like, this is it. This is all that's left. It's like, what happened to half of the
Half.
when you talk to rap? When you talk to rap, huh?
What happened to the chicken
What
wings?
happened to the chicken
Wrap.
wings? I was like, oh my god. I'm sorry.
I was hungry.
I'm sorry.
Still chewing and shit.
Well, yeah, man.
Hungry, bro.
All right. Let's get to the Cheatcoders stash.
Oh yeah.
It's been a good
Alright,
episode
alright,
today. I
Been
enjoyed
a
it.
good
Yeah,
one.
man.
A lot of conversations I had. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode so far. Let's get into the Cheatcoders stash. And sorry for the YouTube people. You're just going to see us nod our heads.
Are you going to keep it again?
Yeah, I'm going to keep keeping it. Make your watch time go further and watch us nod our heads for no reason. So this is part of the show we call the Cheatcoders Stash. Whether we be nominating songs to put on our playlist, whether it be local or global, something from the future, something from the past, or something from right now that no one's ever heard of. Because we love to make or share music, because music makes the world go around. We always start off with Don doing stuff, and then I'm scared to give it to someone else because he might bully my arm and slam my locker door into my face. So Don doing stuff. What song do you want to nominate on the Cheatcoders Stash?
I want to go local. So I chose a local artist by the name of Pastels, and Jessica Domingo. So Pastels, aka Annie Bui, she has released an album or an EP called Love Garden, and yeah, man, it's local, homegrown R&B. Pastels, man, Pastels and Jessica Domingo. I think she's also Australian, Jessica Domingo. She sounds Filipino with the last name Domingo.
For those ones I can't hear, it's really good.
Let me try and mimic it.
It's awesome.
So again, like the Rhodes piano and the
Hey.
heavy bass. I don't know. Did I play this last time?
Nah. Ooh. To come around. Love the words.
I think they're both from Melbourne. So I think Pastels is from Melbourne.
To come around.
Heavy bass, soft, like beautiful tone
dragging.
and voice.
My hin voice.
soft vocals over sexy basses.
Yeah, that walking bass line.
Yeah, I think that's third bass line, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Didn't get to first base. Didn't get to second
straight
base.
to the
Got to
third
third base.
It's taking the bass line for a walk. That-
Hey.
Yeah, beautiful tone in their voices.
This must look so weird to the people watching. There's music playing in our ears right now.
Blame YouTube
I
for
really
that.
sh- yeah.
Yeah, we can't play the song for copyright reasons.
But go on
YouTube.
Cheatcoders Stash or just download what Don said earlier.
Yeah.
Jessica Domingo.
Yeah,
And
or
Pastels.
a cool thing is like put your phone next to it, and then when we mention the song name, play it. And, just play it on your phone.
Oh my gosh. Let's
Yeah.
make this experience more complicating for you.
Yeah. It just means that you're participating in
man.
the Cheatcoders stash with us. That was Pastels and Jessica Domingo with Could Have Been You. With a capital
Or
U.
just listen to this on Apple Podcast.
Yeah, no, just go straight
The
to
songs will be there.
All right. So
Would they? That's Apple
Yeah,
Podcast.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, thanks.
all the audio onlys, we'll have the song.
Thanks,
It's just
Apple.
YouTube, the videos.
And on Spotify, yeah.
All right. So, Christian Garcia, what song do you want to play on the Cheatcoders stage?
The song's called Lonta with Kat Butch. He was the dude that did the Nike song. And so it's just like a nice vibe.
Hey. Well, the
It
album
felt like a summertime kind of vibe.
Yeah.
What is that sample,
Where I
man?
wanna be.
The album art says G-Funk era.
G-Funk era.
Doom, 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 doom.
Hey.
Doom, doom, doom. That bass line is from somewhere. I'm just trying to remember that. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, it's the Tagalog.
Yeah, bro.
And they just have the drums with the guitar lick going. I feel like the bass line is sampled because it's muted. Can you hear it? Like it doesn't sound like it's clear. It just sounds like it's like a muddy sounding bass line, as if they've taken it from somewhere. Doom, 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 doom. It's gonna bug me now, man. I know that bass line from somewhere, and I just.
But if you are listening like in Tagalog, it's such a chill song too,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah. What does lonta mean?
it's the opposite of shorta.
Long time.
Lonta is the
Long time.
bro.
Hey, and that was long time. Long time.
Lonta is what you
By GA and Got Butch.
yeah.
All right, I am going to play some R&B. Tony Stith.
Tone Stith? Tony
I
Stith.
don't know if it's Tony Stith or Tone Stith. I think it's Tony. Maybe Tone.
Lonta means pantalon. It's
Like a short version of it.
yeah, but like slang.
Lonta.
And this is Girls Like You.
Girls like you.
By who? By who?
Tone Stith. Or Tony Stith. I don't know.
This person. Tone Stith.
Tone.
This sounds like straight off the bat, it sounds like a Genuine song, man. Just like that, the way that they've. Hey.
What does this remind me of?
Mind you, of the 90s.
It reminds me of Genuine, very. What's the song? It's not Differences. Is it Differences?
It wouldn't be
The
differences.
piano, when they don't fuck with the different filter of a piano, that's very 90s, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like when it kicked in, it's dun, 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 dun.
Even the singing style, the cadence of it's very late 90s type of vibe.
And they've just got like a slight guitar that just goes. Dun, dun, dun. It's just like a strum of the guitar, and it echoes through it.
It sounds like they recorded this like with a band,
Yeah.
and instead of a keyboard, it was a actual piano, right? You know what I mean?
Smooth. So the girls like you, huh? I'm trying to figure out what the sample was because I'm pretty sure that's the sample.
Ooh,
This
I
is
love that. I love when it hits the toms. That doop, 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 doop.
yeah.
This is some shit where like you thought you were in love and then you break up. You know, girls like you. You stood out from the pack and now you're just a bunch of the same as every other girl type of thing.
Tone stiff.
Hey.
That guitar in the background. It's so subtle, but it's just. It adds so much. Can you hear it? Like just that slight guitar in the background. It adds so much texture to it, man.
And that was tone stiff with girls like you.
That is a musical journey. That's what that is.
Musical journey. And, well, if you're watching the video, it's a visual journey.
One of my favorite things is the doop, 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 the toms doop, 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 doop.
Bro, so good.
In between. That's so good.
Tom-toms.
It's a soy milk. So good.
Your eyebrows were shaking for for acceptance.
Please validate.
Please validate this.
Please validate my check, please.
It's like you with the parking ticket, and you've been here for 5 hours,
Shut up.
and I'm the only one that can validate it to 5 hours.
Shout outs to my
Please.
shout outs to my mates too for that joke. He was like, he always says it to me. He's like, mate, that's soy milk, and I'm like, what? So good. I'm like, bro,
Soy.
what the heck, mate? Soy milk,
good.
and I'm like, yeah, it's so good.
Yo, bro.
Only Australians will understand
Yeah, man.
that. That's a brand in Australia.
That's like that's a TV. How are you feeling? That's a TV. Why? Because life's good. LG, mate. Life's good.
life's good, mate.
Life's
mate,
good.
that's LG.
That's LG, mate. Lesbian, gay.
What? What? And that's another episode of the Cheat.
That's LG.
That's LGBTQ plus.
But that's the thing for what's a LG like it's a
It's a TV. It's a.
they call it
it's consumer electronics.
oh man, because I get this from this information
I'm pretty
from
sure it's
Home
Lucky
appliances?
Gold Star. That's what it stands for.
Really?
Yeah. But we just took on just the
Life's
acronym.
good, yeah.
LG, yeah.
It's like KFC's taken on the acronym. It's technically still Kentucky Fried, but
Kentucky Pride.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. You love Kentucky that much?
Yeah.
I made a chicken out
I'm
of
proud of these Minox.
proud of these Manox.
it. Manox.
Minox.
Manox sounds very insulting.
Minox, naman.
In the Philippines, has anyone called someone who's afraid of stuff like a manok?
Nah, I don't
Nah, it's not the same as calling someone chicken.
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 Yeah, manok.
What did they say? They'd say takot ka. It's not really like
Duwag.
duwag.
You're a coward.
Yeah.
Duwag.
I've never really heard chicken. I've never really. It's like manok ka.
Sisil. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't know. To our listeners and our watchers out there, what do you think?
What do you think?
What do you call someone in Tagalog if they're being scared and you're? What's the equivalent of your chicken?
Kawawa.
Nah, bro, that's the one that
Koala
climbs the
cats.
tree.
It starts with an L. Little bitch.
You're not getting any of these validations, bro. I got so many validations in my pocket.
Nah, bro, that's a great
None
joke,
with
man.
your name on it.
Falling out.
He's Kawawa. Bro, that's the one in
Chris,
the
you
tree.
want some validation, bro?
Koala bears.
Kawawa bears, bro.
Kawawa bears. Caramel
Oh, Kawawa
Another
bears.
bushfire or koala bear?
Just holding the tree.
That's Kawawa bear ka.
Oh, you got chlamydia? Kawawa.
Kawawa bear.
Kawawa bear.
Give me a hug.
Laging-lagi sa tree. Oh, Kawawa bear.
Kawawa. Kawawa wee.
All you do is eat and sleep. Kawawa.
Kawawa.
What do you call a koala pissing? Kawawa wee.
Kawawa wee.
All right, where can they find you, Don doing stuff?
Go.
What do you when they're trying to get a job? What do they get? Qualifications. Wow, I stopped the end for that. Jesus Christ.
That was a rough landing there.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't need to be validated. Sorry. I know it was crap.
Where can they find you, Don doing stuff?
Kawawa.com, Don Doing Stuff. No, it's the www.dondoingstuff.com. That's my website, at Don Doing Stuff, on all social media platforms. And I have, some music online as well. Check me out on Spotify, Don Valix.
Hey, and where can they find you, Christian Garcia?
Is Christian Wildcard on Instagram. I'll be in Germany in a couple of months. So if you're there, want to come hit us up, let me know. And www.mrpototoyhead.com.
And you can find me on Instagram. I changed my name again, hyperilbrand.raf.
You changed it again.
I can't pick up my mind. Man. And you can find me also hyperilbrand.com. And also info@rafflores.com for anything to do with your visual needs, whether it be local, global, whether it be wedding videos, corporate videos, music videos, anything to do with videos. You need a video for your brand.
Video.
Employ me to help you out, or else you're gonna be missing out on these qualifications.
Qualifications.
Missed that landing, bro. I went to your airplane school as well.
Oh,
It's a shaky
the
landing.
kawawa fell out of the tree. Oh.
Anyways, you have now listened to another episode of where can they find the Cheatcoders?
Cheatcoders.com.
Hey, and also our Patreon. Please support us on the Patreon. Until the episodes every single week.
Patreon.com/thecheatcoders.
We did one before this episode.
Yeah, that shit was wild,
And it
man.
went crazy. And so if you are up to this end of this episode, that means you love us. So go to our Patreon and support us even more.
Love you.
We love you too.
And you have now listened to another episode of the
Cheatcoders. Oh, kawawa. Oh.